Welcome to the Dirty Chair with
radio
me
show.
With me, with us.
With us.
Look at me trying to take credit already.
Take it. You did most of it, in fairness.
What do you mean I did most of it?
I just brought personality, you brought tech.
Okay. Let's have a track. No. Okay, well, we're trying an experiment. It's the first episode of
I'm excited.
The Dirty Chair. It's a radio show.
It's a radio show.
We're going to play some tracks.
Yeah, we are. Do you want to tell them how we discovered why it would be better as a radio show? Because this is me and Andy's second attempt at recording
doing something,
a thing together. And last week, because we were going to produce a stand-up show called Dirty Talk.
Yeah.
But it's a ruse.
It's a trick.
It's a trick.
We tricked some people.
We tricked people.
We put some photos on Instagram.
Yeah. Sex sells.
They thought, then now it's not about that.
But it's not about that. Then we realised when we sat down to do the show about sex that
we don't
pretty
know
dark,
anything about sex.
We don't know anything about and we don't want to learn.
And I'm not interested
I'm not interested in learning either.
I don't want to have sex.
I don't want to have sex.
It's
gross.
Repugnant.
Repugnant is a word I don't know.
It means gross.
It means gross. And I just absolutely... and you know what?
I've never had sex.
Yeah, you said that now 4 times. I've had sex. I've had sex. Once.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. With your mama.
Oh yeah. I just want to see that. That's weird. Can you see this? Like,
yeah, but that's okay. It's the first one. It's okay.
No, I know, but it's weird that can I just touch your mic? Your hand can't. That's weird. I have like total control.
So yeah, we were going to do a show about sex, and then we discovered that we're uncomfortable talking about sex.
You want to talk about sex?
No, because it's boring.
It's actually quite boring.
No, actually, it's not boring. It's beautiful, but it's intimate.
And it makes people feel uncomfortable.
It makes us. It makes us feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And I don't really have any sex.
And I've never
because I've reclaimed my virginity.
I don't know anything about it.
Andy knows nothing about sex.
I think it's something mummies and daddies do.
It's how we make babies, basically. So a lot of birds involved. It's a nightmare. So then we were like, well, what we tried to do the episode, and it was fun. And then we went to get tapas, and we were like, what do we call our show? And then I went,
there's a dirty chair.
That's the Dirty Chair. And then you went, the Dirty Chair podcast.
The Dirty Chair.
And then we had a moment of like, whoa. And then we had our tapas, went searching for venues, which was exhausting.
Yeah, because we were going to call it Dirty Talk.
But apparently that's
and we looked it up on podcasts, and there's about 1,000 podcasts already called Dirty Talk.
Literally.
Like,
or Talk Dirty, Filthy Talk, Filthy Clean. Like, so...
And there's no podcast called The Dirty Chair.
There's not.
And then we decided we wanted to play music.
Then Andy rang me when I was listening to music. I was listening to Bonnie Taylor.
Hold on.
Total Eclipse of My Heart.
Ding!
Ding! Eureka moment. And was like, why don't we just do... Because we both love music. And I was like, you know what, Andy Casper? God damn you, Andy Casper, you're a genius.
Thank you.
It worked.
Thanks.
Should I tell you what happened to me on Thursday?
Yes. Oh, do you want to play a track first?
Yeah, I want to play the song, ooh, ooh, that's the sound of the police.
Okay.
Ooh,
do you
ooh.
know the name or artist of the track?
I think it's Assassin. It's a French artist, and I think it's Assassin La Police. If not, you can just type KRS, the sound of the police. But if we want to go French original, which in my opinion is better.
What's it called? Assassin?
Assassin La Police. It's French, like assassinate.
Assassin.
Or just put in the sound of the police, KRS. I could be saying that wrong.
The sound of the police.
I just want to very quickly do like a, not default, but what's a disclaimer that I know lots of music, but I don't know the names of almost anything.
Okay, so I think, right, what we'll do
just type in the sound of the police.
Okay.
Ooh, ooh. That's the sound of the police. You know this song?
Yeah, everyone knows
it's an absolute banger.
KRS.
KRS,
Ready?
yeah.
Okay, so this is The Sound of the Police by KRS. 1.
Why?
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
So and now, why is it? It went really loud there, the sound. But now I think it's okay now. I think if we properly shout, like we have to move away from the mic a bit.
Okay.
Right. So basically, that was our attempt at doing a radio show. And what happened is, so there's 2 comments I have. First of all, what we need to do is we need to have the track list ready before.
Does that take away a bit of the impromptu radio jam sesh? Like
I mean, it's fine for today.
Yeah, okay.
But I think in the future, when we get the
format.
Now we're going to go to the track.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll have it like lined up.
I don't think there's an argument for.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe if you want to play another track, we can
also throw it in. But
I think generally speaking, if we have a track list,
for sure, it's better.
If something occurs to us,
then we can just pop it in and we know the name.
We can find it. But
amazing.
So that's the comment number 1. Comment number 2 is I pressed play, but it's Vista Previa, which means it's
a short one.
It's
that I knew from the intro.
It's a preview. Yeah, it's a preview. So what I don't know if I've been logged out of my.
Well, I know
account.
that because I know the song, and it doesn't start.
But why? I'm just curious as to why it's not letting me.
I've never used Apple Music. Is it shit?
It's the same as Spotify. It's the same thing. But basically, I got logged out.
Andy broke the radio.
The camera's going to look terrible now.
No, we just put it exactly back the way it is. We just put it back exactly the way it was, and then it should be fine.
But I think it was at a different. Why is that like?
Because this has to go under and clip.
We're going to get so much trouble from Marco.
Yeah, we will. No.
No, it's loose. How is it loose? Why is it loose?
Show me.
It should clip on, I think. Shit. Let's pause and get John to help.
Yeah. Oh no. And that was The Sound of the Police by KRS.
Whoop whoop. It's the sound of the police.
What is that? Late 80s, 90s?
Yes.
I'm guessing. Yes, it is.
Correct.
Now, I know what you're thinking, Andy Casper. Why did we listen to that song, Kyla? Tell me the story attached to that song.
Me the story. Tell me.
I got a story to tell Biggie
Smalls.
And
she hasn't told me yet, so this is totally... I'm actually
authentic.
Like,
That's another great song. I got a story to tell by Biggie Smalls.
We can't long this out that much.
Bro.
We've got to...
So was on the way to Andy runs a show in Bar Imperfecto Comedy, and I am the resident comedian there. And I was on my way on Thursday to do the first show of the year. Very excited. Was going to meet Andy earlier to have a chat.
Because I was sad.
Because Andy was sad and needed his dad, aka Kyla Cobbler. And only because it rained, not because I think I'm your father. But it was King's Day, so it was like really busy. It was
rammed.
It was fucking crazy busy.
I was like, holy fuck, how am I going to get through?
I don't think anybody thought they could get through.
And then I got through, it just
moved. So I was like walking over, and it's like rammed, and I need to cross the road. So I go up to this policeman, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, I work in a bar down there, and I'm starting work at 9, and I need to get to the other side of the road. And he very kindly said, just go to the metro stop, go under, and pass through that way.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a good idea, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you direct me to the closest metro stop? And he pointed to the metro stop. I walked over, had to shove through all the people because it was literally...
Yeah, I was on the metro, I know.
Oh my God,
it was crazy.
So crazy. Get to the top of the metro stop, and there's another policeman, a massa. And I was like, hey, he was like, it's closed. And I was like, hey, I'm not taking the train. I just need to get to the other side of the road. He's about late 50s, early 60s.
Oh.
Big guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, I said it's closed in like Catalan. Now, I speak Italian, not Spanish, so I can kind of understand Catalan. And I was like, no, I just need to go under to cross because I work in a bar here. And then he got a bit aggressive and he's like, I told you that it's closed. And then I went, no, I understand that. And I told you that I don't need to take the train. I just need to cross the road.
Yeah.
And then he shoved me onto the ground.
Onto the ground?
Yeah, he shoved me hard enough that I fell onto the ground. He's like, it's closed.
The fuck?
So then I stood up in a fit of rage and I went, I know, and shoved him back, and he fucking fell down the stairs.
What the fuck? Oh no, really?
Andy,
And you just ran?
Obviously, I fucking pegged it.
Fucking
He
hell.
fell down the metro stairs, down to the end of the closed gate. Yeah,
Shit.
Exactly. So then I was like, so I like GTA'd like Super Mario. So I'm like running, and you're like, are you sure you want to go on the second half? And I'm like, yo, bro. And I was really afraid that he would, because I said, thank God I didn't say I was a comedian. Because they would have just, like, unless he did, I don't know if he was looking for me, but I was really scared because I was like, the Mosses are fucking fascists, like, they're psychos, like. Yeah. So I ran away, and then I was like, I didn't want to come then because I was like, if they check the pubs to see if there's like a blue-eyed bartender. Now, the only thing to my favour is that they probably thought I was Italian.
Right.
And I didn't have any tattoos out. I was wearing my grandmother's gloves.
Okay.
And I told my mom that story. I was like, my mom was really worried. She was like, Kyla, ring the radio station. I was like, Mom, there isn't one radio station like in our village where I can just complain about the police. I was like, no one's going to give a shit. I just needed to run.
Yeah.
But then as I was running, there was like a group of teenage boys like cheering me on. I was like, no, it's not that. We're not doing this. This isn't a thing.
Because they saw it happen.
Andy, everyone saw it happen. Yeah. There was hundreds of people on the fucking street. Hundreds. Like, it was fucked up. And like, I obviously didn't mean for him to fall down the stairs. I didn't mean to assault him.
Yeah.
So I just waited for like, honestly, like 4 seconds, which seemed like an eternity, because you know those freak stories where you're like, oh yeah, he fell and then his nose bone went up into his brain and then he died. I was fucked.
But he was okay.
He was angry when he got up, but then he wasn't fast enough to get me, obviously.
He chased you.
He didn't. I don't know. I don't think he did. I don't even know if he got up the stairs. I literally didn't look back.
He was okay.
Oh yeah. He didn't die.
Oh.
I'm sure we would have heard about it if someone had killed a police officer.
Yeah.
I was terrified. And then I was afraid that he would go to the bar, because I was like, I work in a bar,
Course,
so I was like, I don't want to go to a bar because then they're going to be like, well, you're the girl that pushed one of our sergeants down the fucking stairs. How crazy is that?
Are you still a bit worried about it?
No, not really. I don't think that. And then I was kind of thinking, like, he's obviously some like weird alpha male power trip guy, so he's not going to go back to the police station and be like, oh yeah, this girl pushed me down the stairs. He's going to be like, oh, this crazy guy, really muscly and strong with a massive cock, got really angry and pushed me really hard, you know. But I don't even know where it came from. I was just like, fuck you.
Yeah. Well,
isn't that lousy?
It's kind of like good for you.
I mean, it's a cool, definitely a cool antidote. Did I say it? Anecdote, but like terrified.
Yeah.
So I assaulted a police officer. Or high-fiving.
Yeah, ACAB. I guess.
It was
although not ACAB, because the first one was nice.
The first one was lovely, but I never
Does that weigh on your conscience? You're like, oh no, that Pierre's going to be upset.
I feel like Pierre, though, I think Pierre sent me into the Dragon's Den to see. Right. I think Pierre saw me as a good life partner, and that was the ultimate test. I'm going to send you to the fascist, misogynistic cunt bag.
Right.
And then if you manage to get past him and like beat the boss, then you can be my lover.
And you did beat the boss.
I beat the boss.
And then I
pushed him. Yeah. I spat at him. I pushed him.
This is Imperfecto Comedy!
It was crazy. It was so crazy. So that's why when you were like,
Can I take my jumper off? I'm a bit hot.
Do you want to give me your jumper?
No, that's definitely not happening.
I'm trying to get Andy to make.
You love The Simpsons, right?
I just love that jumper. I do. I love The Simpsons,
of
course. Of course, I love The Simpsons. Yeah. But I just feel like I love the fact that Matt Gordon's name is on it, and I also love the fact that it's a three-eyed fish who is a very important character in The Simpsons, but doesn't get enough credit in my opinion.
Much credit. There's one episode where he features very heavily, and then after that he's a bit of a side act,
which is sad.
Just every once in a while he'll be
in the pond or in like a nuclear well or some shit like that, right? Which is so upsetting. That's how Andrew, every time he takes off his clothes, that's the noise he makes.
Look at my hair, terrible. I look like such a scrap bag.
You don't. With the hat on, it looks very artistic.
Yeah, sometimes I just despair though.
Yeah.
Very low self-esteem recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Oh.
Do you want to play a song about it?
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Creep by Radiohead. no, come on. Maybe I'll play it. So I hadn't even really thought about what I wanted to play.
You made me write mine down.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's so hypocritical.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Right, let's have a little bit of
melancholy.
Let's have that would be a good one. But I've got so there's this. You're not really into rock music, right? So I'm gonna try and change your mind, right?
I'm all right. We'll see. I am. I mean, it depends what you consider rock. Music is such a funny thing now, eh?
So there's a band I like called the Heavy Eyes, right? They're definitely a rock band. Like just the modern rock though. It's kind of. And they have a song that I love because I like the mantra. I think I actually told this to you before, but I like the mantra of the song. So the song's called One Hand on the Buffalo.
Okay, that's good.
And in the song, basically he's talking about this kind of, I guess, rodeo guy. I don't really know what the technical, like a cowboy of some description.
Okay.
And he's broken his leg.
Okay.
And basically he's just going like, yeah, it's going to be a while, but I'll be back someday.
That's nice.
One hand, and the refrain goes, one hand in the air, the other on the buffalo. And it's kind of like, it's my mantra.
Keep trekking.
It was my mantra up until my self-esteem just fell to the floor.
What's happened to your self-esteem, Andy?
I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. It's hard. You should see me last night. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was okay. It was like 5 out of 10. But
oh yeah, because you did your hour.
Did an hour last night of mediocre, poorly half-formed. No, it was like
also me and your comedians.
People.
Did we say that?
No, I don't deserve the.
Shut up!
Name.
Yes, you do. Shut up! Don't say that.
Okay. Anyway, let's listen to One Hand on the Buffalo. This is going to cheer us up.
By who? Say
By
names?
The Heavy Eyes.
The
Great
Heavy
band.
Eyes.
Check them out.
One
really
Hand
cool.
on the Buffalo.
Ready? Here we go.
I'm here for it.
Look at me and say.
At the preview as well.
Look at me and say.
Right. No. Okay. We're not having the preview. I'm going to
I love the way my cool rap
this?
music had to be previewed, but your shitty rock music is... No, we're getting the 4-minute cycle.
Well...
I'm just kidding. I love your shitty music.
But why... It shouldn't be that... It's logging me out every single time.
Are you doing the authentic on your phone? Are you saying that it's okay for it to log in?
I did, and it hasn't asked me again.
Well, why don't we just do the clips for the first episode, and then after we'll do the full one. We'll learn how to do it.
Okay.
That could be actually good. You just want to listen to the full song.
No, it's fine. But I have to...
Look at your little mouth. Shut up.
I have logged in now, so... it's not going to be that difficult. Okay, ready? This better not be... refresh, my friend. What are you doing? Are you gonna play nice?
One Hand on the Buffalo.
Here we go. One hand
the
on the
hungry
buffalo.
eyes.
There you go. Heavy eyes.
The heavy.
And we're back on. It's It's the dirty chair.
It's
We're
the
back in
dirty
chair. That was the heavy ice with one hand on the
Amazing.
buffalo.
Me and Andy jammed out. We jammed out. We're still learning.
Yeah, we're still learning.
We're still learning.
That
So
was-
that is your mantra to get you back on the track of self-esteem.
Well, before I broke up for Christmas with my comedy kind of stuff, I felt like I was in a good place.
Yeah, you were.
Like I was still struggling a little bit with like, well, as I always do, with like feeling anxious.
Yeah, mental
feeling
health. We're all
nervous.
about it.
Yeah,
Open dialogue.
Yeah. But also I was doing really good at like kind of interpreting the anxiety as excitement.
Yeah.
And I got like, I was really enjoying performing, and I was like, and I felt like less afraid of taking risks, you know?
Perfect.
And it's funny, it's like last night I was doing an hour, third time ever I'd done an hour. And I knew I was going to be taking risks with it, but I didn't, like I was there to do like just try out an hour, but I wasn't actually taking, like I wasn't confident taking those risks.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't commit to it.
I didn't commit to it, and that's like the death knell of any kind of comedy bit is if you half-ass it. Yeah, because
Marlene.
Yeah, you know, because you're coming up with, quite often you're maybe trying to touch things that are. It's not particularly controversial, really, but like maybe I'm talking about stuff that, like I was saying stuff about like I struggle with mental health stuff and stuff, and I think that can come across that can go down really well if you're obviously fine.
Yeah, but if you're
and you're laughing about like, oh, you know when you
you're suffering.
But if you do it in a way where it's like a bit you're a bit nervous,
or you're like cheering
like
up.
I wasn't tearing up. Let's not.
I wasn't like
cry. Like when I said it went badly, it didn't go that bad. It was like a 5 out of 10. I'm a perfectionist, so 5 out of 10 for me feels like a 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I was already feeling like quite bad about myself, like prior, like since I come back from Christmas.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm
been
sorry.
Feeling really bad about myself. Yeah.
And do you think that, are you taking care of yourself?
Now I'm gonna cry.
You can cry.
I'm not going to cry.
Oh,
Mate, I might cry.
You can cry. It's an open space, a safe space.
Just straight into the camera. Am I looking after myself? That's a great question, because I was literally thinking about that earlier. It's like, that's the way that you have to, that's the way you get out of it, I think.
No, it's the only way.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be kind to
yourself.
Not even force yourself, but you have to treat yourself as if.
No, but I need a haircut, for example. I think if I go and force myself to have a haircut, but I don't feel like having a haircut. But
because you're a bit down. Okay, yeah, force yourself.
Tomorrow I have therapy, going to therapy. So I haven't had therapy for a couple of weeks, but I think that makes me sad as well, because it's like I don't have therapy for a couple of weeks and I fall apart.
I know, but you didn't. One, you didn't fall apart.
No, that's
you've been at worse. Yeah, that's exaggeration. Yeah. 2, you only just started therapy this year. Well, last year.
No, I've been doing therapy for 3 years, but I've started doing it. Yes. No, but this is the point.
No, I just mean like,
I think I'm just going to be hooked on therapy forever now.
But that's okay. And like but I'm sure if you approached your therapist and was like, look, I want to be able to develop coping mechanisms that will help me. Like if I have to tour eventually and I don't have access to therapy, like I don't want to have these thoughts or like these problems, and I'm sure she'll teach you mechanisms. Or she's keeping the loop and she's scamming you.
He's a man, yeah.
You know, is he English?
He's English, yeah.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, no, because I'm still there after 3 years. But no, he's.
You had a lot of stuff to unpack, though.
Yeah, I just think.
And you grew up in the patriarch where, like, you weren't allowed to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like women.
Yeah.
They fucked men just as much as fucked you on women.
Yeah, it's true. That's one of the things I think that people don't really say as much as they should. Is that when kind of there's a lot of, when feminists make their argument, it's like, well, it would be good for a lot of guys as well.
Oh, totally.
If we kind of, dismantled. There's some people
bullshit.
looking at us.
That's all right. They can look all they want.
Yeah.
Fuck the patriarch.
No, they were actually ladies.
Oh.
But you never know. They could be like, patriarchal.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not just men that are like.
No, it's not. There's a lot of women
who internalize it themselves.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking to my friend about that, about trying to. This is my New Year's resolution, is to let my feminine side out. Like, let myself be softer, because I'm in a safe environment now.
Right.
Whereas I think I was on survival mode for a really long time, and that caused me to be quite like masculine and quite like I was doing everything for myself. And I was like, you get to this point of like hyper independency where now if someone does anything, I'm like suspicious.
Yeah.
Or if they're nice to me, I'm like, what are you? What's in it for you? You know, which isn't in a romantic level.
I can like relate to that.
Yeah, totally.
I think I like not like that, but not like being like super masculine, like ooh, I'm gonna like,
but just sus.
But that thing of just like I've got to look after myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think I always, when I was younger, especially as like a teenager, kind of growing up, like becoming a young adult, around that time, I sort of really fell in love with my friends, and that they became like massively important to me. But then also, they didn't feel it as strongly as I did.
Yeah, because you were going to your friends with something that you needed to internally, which was love from your parents.
Probably.
That was my thing, 100%.
Probably. And so like I was investing a lot, and I wasn't getting that back. So I took that badly, of like, all right, well, fuck you. Like I'd be like, oh, do you want to go to this gig on Thursday, guys? And people would be like, no, I'm busy, whatever. Yeah. And I'd be like, I'd take that really personally. And eventually I got to the point where I just started doing stuff by myself. I was like, I'm not going to stay in.
No.
So I was going to the cinema by myself. I'd go to gigs by myself sometimes.
Yeah. And now it's prepared you to be, because now as an adult, I do everything on my own. Yeah,
like I can be like independent. I do things myself. And it's funny, like I know a lot of people who like wouldn't even go to the cinema by themselves. And I think that's sad. Like my girlfriend the other day, she was like, I don't know what to do. Like I was out doing something. And I was like, you should go. Like, I think I was away for the weekend or something. She's like, I don't know what to do tonight. I was like, well, go to the cinema. It's like, I sent her recommendations. Like, I saw this film. Go and see After Sun. It's so good. You'll love it. Yeah. Like, go and see it. And she wouldn't go. She wouldn't.
My sister won't even, if we're like queuing to pay for something and I go, she won't let me leave. Right. If I'm not, you know, my mom is then won't walk into a bar on her own. Yeah. So it's good, you know.
I still have that sometimes of like, I don't like it, but I force myself to do it.
Whereas I must say I never had that. I'm a very solitary person.
Right, yeah.
And because I'm such a flake when it comes to like responding and stuff, like if someone doesn't respond to me, I don't think twice about it.
Right. I'm like that now.
Yeah,
I don't take shit personally, but
I can feel that as your friend.
That time when I was an adolescent, I took things incredibly personally.
Yeah.
Just like no one would, if someone didn't respond to me.
Yeah. And also you were growing up and learning how to be in a social situation, how to have friends, how to be a friend, and then also realizing that your family aren't the norm, which all of us go through, and being like, oh shit, okay, well I need to kind of like reparent myself and re-educate myself, and like
but that's still going on. I don't think
non-stop, bro.
I don't think
it's
ever properly appreciated how my family isn't the norm. I mean, nothing's the norm, but there are some things that are just like...
Well, I think we were the last generation to grow up as well when there wasn't as much information out there for our parents. Like now you have like Google and you have self-help and you have all these books. Like we were like probably the last generation to grow up where our parents learned from their parents. Yeah. Like now you don't really have to do that. Now you
go your own way.
You can go your own way and there's...
Should we play that?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Come on. Okay. Also because that was a bit of a tough conversation. Not tough, but definitely...
That's a great song.
Yeah, you should go your own way.
Fleetwood Mac. It's on the album Rumours, I think.
Oh yeah?
I think so. Great album, by the way.
Oh my god, Rumours, excellente.
Have you ever watched the TV show Flight of the Conchords? One of my absolute favourites.
Do you think I haven't seen Flight of the Conchords, Andy?
Okay, you have seen it, thank God.
It's business time.
You know, there's a
she's
bit...
so hot,
there's
she's
a
making
bit...
me sexy.
I love that line.
What are you going to do, Brit? Just chase waves? Oh, the accent's so wrong. No,
that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
What are you going to do, Brit? Just chase waves for the rest of your life? When he falls in love with the Australian.
Have you seen? I mean, my favourite, there's a really little bit, because I watch that show religiously.
It's amazing.
Time and time.
Is it on YouTube?
No, you got to get HBO for that. But there's an amazing, like, just a little bit where, like, one of them's, I think, like, Brett's a bit, like, depressed for some reason. Yeah. And Jermaine's like, oh, come on, Brett, cheer up. Look, it's the oven. Should I do the talking oven? He's like, he just doesn't say anything. He's like, I'll do the talking oven. He gets the oven, he goes, hello, Brett. Would you like to bake a cake? and then Brett just smiles a little bit, like... it's such a subtle little thing.
So perfect. So the next time you're sad, I'll go to Techwood.
Well, Techwood cheers me up. No,
Techwood. After this song, we'll explain.
Okay, we'll
yeah. Let's play Fleetwood Mac.
No, you can't explain. I don't think we can explain Techwood.
We'll one day.
But anyway, I wanted to just say one more thing about so in the Flight of the Conchords, they're talking about like Fleetwood Mac, and then he says like they're like, oh, that's one of the I can't remember what happens, but they mention something, and then he goes. Like they're talking about the albums of Fleetwood Mac, and he goes, "Rumours?" He goes, "No, it was all true."
That's very reminiscent of like the aeroplane.
Oh,
surely you can't be serious.
So funny.
You can't be serious. Like old school, like faith.
Here we go. Go your own way from 1977.
Ooh.
Fleetwood Mac album Rumours, an absolute classic. Here we go.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. And how can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, jacking up's all you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
You Can Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, Rumours, 1997.
Can I just say how pro was that? I let the song
Fade
carry
out.
on whilst I
Fade
said
out.
what it was.
Nailed that.
This is like,
Nailed that. What would make it even more pro if you didn't mention it?
yeah, it's the first.
It's the first
the
one.
first
We're excited.
episode. Come on.
I'm going to try and do the next one,
Okay.
the soundboard, so that we both can do it.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Was that a
That's
good
really
idea?
good
So
idea.
we're like,
It's a really
as we
good
said,
idea,
this is
yeah.
me and Andy's first radio show, and I don't know about you guys, but we're loving it.
We're doing a great job.
We're doing an absolutely fantastic job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another song I wanted to talk about. I've got a story to tell you.
Yes.
And I think it might
okay.
make you laugh, but
Okay.
I don't know will it make you laugh.
Okay.
So
Hit me
with your rhythm stick.
Hit me slowly. Hit me quick. Hit me till I am sick.
Is that the song?
The last bit.
You made up.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Improv.
It was It was poor improv. It wasn't funny.
Well, it was. Improv doesn't have to be funny. That's the first thing they tell you. Don't try and be funny.
Yeah, that's why I hate it.
Really? Do you hate improv?
No, I don't. It's a joke.
I did it for the first time on Sunday and I loved it.
It is good fun.
I must say it's a really nice way to have a creative outlet without pressure.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck.
That's true. That's true.
Because I feel like stand-up is just so... Like, no matter how chill you are, you always get that feeling in your stomach. You're like, I'm a piece of shit.
Well,
or
you
like,
could do the John Spillane.
He doesn't give a shit. He just
he improvises stand-up.
Yeah, but I don't believe that he doesn't get nervous.
He probably gets nervous.
Whereas I'm thinking, if I do my stand-up as my stand-up and then improv as just like my play.
Yeah, but do you think that... I mean, one thing I found was, I wonder as a question, is like once you've done stand-up, I think it's a bit... Maybe this is a controversial thing to say, but I think it's a bit harder.
Why?
Than improv.
Oh my God, way harder. Usually you start with improv and then do stand-up.
Well, that's what I did. I started doing improv and
everyone
then
did that.
I wanted to do something, So in fact, Hannah Becker was like, you should do stand-up.
Yeah.
So I was kind of an accident. I probably would have just stayed doing improv.
I can't imagine you doing improv.
I think I was quite good.
I think you'd be a great improv.
Actually, I did. This is funny. I created my own improv show. Like after having done improv for not very long, like I was kind of like, I don't know how I had the balls for this.
Yeah.
But I created my own one. It's called Rebel Radio.
Oh, no way.
And the idea was it was a radio show. It was a kind of like half an hour bit within the context of this show called Watch This Space with Matt Watson Jones, who was like really cool guy, really
cool.
supportive. Like,
that's super cool.
And basically it was like an improvised radio show.
That's cool.
And then there'd be an improvised
So we're not improvising
song.
now? No, okay. So
well, I suppose in a way, isn't living like improvising?
All right, Robin Williams.
Who's that? Rebel Williams.
Robin Williams. Is that his name?
Yeah. Is that what his one
No,
of his
it just
things?
sounded very deep the way you said that.
Oh.
I was just
I was just kind of joking.
Relax. Just the theater?
Relax.
Are we not just all on stage, you guys?
No, but it is improvising. You meet someone new. Hi. What's your name?
Because improvising is like, right, this is the subject, this is the word, this is short game, this is long game.
And how's that different to life?
Shut up, Andy.
The game is, I've met you at a party, I've never met you before. That's the game.
That's the game.
The game is, let's see if you like me.
The subject is balloons.
The subject is finding out stuff about you.
Yeah.
And then you'll say
okay, Andy, you're right, life is improv.
Ask about it.
I only did it because Rob Williams and because Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is probably my biggest role.
Alrighty then.
Jim Carrey is definitely my,
I like Jim Carrey's serious work a lot more than I like his comedy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think his comedy is very goofy.
Yeah.
But I do love the fact that, have you ever seen him do stand-up?
A little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot, but some stuff, I love the fact he really commits to it.
But he's using his face out there.
I'm a quite physical performer.
Yeah.
So I think I can, I think I'm Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Sure. Anyway, so imagine being Jim Carrey. Imagine his brain. Have you seen Cable Guy?
No, but he gets very depressed. I like Cable Guy. People give it a hard time.
It's unbelievably good.
Some people say shit. I think it's quite funny.
It's unbelievably good.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I watched
He's
actually?
almost his because like I said, I don't really like his comedy, but that one I do quite like.
Have you seen, I don't know if that was supposed to be funny. Have you seen Brosnan?
I did laugh quite a lot during Cable Guy, so I don't know if that makes me
I don't know enough. No, well, I'm not.
Because I also found Schindler's List hilarious. No, it's a joke.
Some great gags in Schindler's List.
Yeah, City of God, that was great. It's just absolutely
Sixth Sense,
wall to wall
laughs. Comic Relief City.
Clockwork Orange, yeah. Ha ha ha. No, I call it Clockwork. Ha ha.
The worst. It'll be the worst. Have you seen Brosnan with that beautiful man? Not Tom Holland.
James Bond.
No.
Oh. Are you talking about Pierce Brosnan?
No.
Oh, because you said, have you seen Brosnan in That Beautiful Man? I'm like,
no.
Is she, like, my brain is... See, this is improv. It's like trying to find a connection.
It's with Kyla's
is
way
it
of
James
speaking.
Bond? Is it GoldenEye?
No, it's... What's that really? Tom Hardy, Brosnan, or something like that. Something with a B, where he plays a killer. It's fucking brilliant.
I haven't.
It's very good.
I've heard Tom Hardy's like a bit of a nutter in...
yeah.
Oh, listen. Outside. Okay.
Did he just show me his bum?
He didn't do it on purpose, but yeah, in effect, yes, he did.
I used to work in a wee club and we had a reflective glass window, so you could see out, but people could see in. And one time a guy just pissed on the window.
Oh, no.
It was a weird thing, a dick pissing.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's probably not something many women have seen.
No, never. Tiny little flaccid dick with crying.
Like an anteater being sick.
Yeah.
Like a lot, though.
Yeah. It was actually, and then I was like,
I like in the noise you're like, oh.
Yeah, because it was just like very
Cute
non-threatening.
little-
Normally,
yeah.
if you're seeing a dick that you don't want to see, it's threatening.
Right, sure.
But
yeah.
seeing a dick like that, you're like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
You're just
cool.
by mistake. And he
Nice.
was so funny because he was like looking around, making sure no one was there, and we were just all in front of him. And I was like, this is like, you couldn't write this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jan Spillane is actually here on the 16th. We should get him on the show.
Yeah, if he's around, yeah, that'd be fun. For sure.
He
I
d-
like that. Get him on the show. Like, it's already a thing.
It's
like,
a
it's
show,
already
we've
a
got
thing.
two guests.
You know, I like that. I like that.
Siwan texted me yesterday told Matthew that Jan Spillane's my cousin, keep up the prank. And then Jan Spillane texting saying, Matthew Murdoch just texted me asking if Siwan's my cousin. I'm guessing we're pranking him. What do I say?
So
This is just
the
Irish
prank,
carry on.
The prank is that
Just that they're cousins.
They're cousins.
This is
Okay.
what we do in Ireland. We have these
Okay.
crazy, outlandish pranks.
Nice. It's not that. It's quite.
It's outlandish. It's
Mike Rice
wild.
does stuff like that sometimes.
It's carry
like-
on is what you call it.
Yeah, he told everyone that Chris Grove. Have you heard this thing about the Chris Groves' bin bit? He just started going around to people. He's like, "Oh, did you hear Chris Groves fell off the stage at the Almira Theatre?" And everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
Chris Groves is old as well.
Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, what happened?" And he was like, "Well, you know that dustbin. He was doing the dustbin bit. You know, the Chris Groves' famous dustbin bit. And you know, he went too far and he fell off the stage." And people were like, "Oh yeah, the dustbin bit. He doesn't have a dustbin
That's
bit."
so funny.
But Mike's convinced people, I think, that he has a famous dustbin bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
In Ireland, that's what we do though. We just
I like that.
just tell lies.
that's fun.
Just carry on.
That's fun. Can I do it? Can I get involved?
Yeah.
I've got AIDS.
I think you missed the idea. How was your Christmas? Oh my god. Yeah. Do you hear about Andy Casper?
Sorry.
Your little giggle and thing like dastardly and dadly.
I suppose we should cut that.
No, keep it. It's
Okay.
okay to say that. That's not
Okay.
even a real thing anymore.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that's carry on.
Okay, I think I got it.
Let's carry on.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Irish culture.
Dip me in a pint of Guinness and throw me to the leprechauns. I'm in.
Oh my god, disgrace. This is a disgrace, Andy Casper. You're in the dirty chair today.
I'm on the dirty
You're
chair.
on the dirty chair. That could be our thing. Is
Okay,
that-
by
yeah.
the end of the show, it's
Somebody's
like
been in the dirty chair.
Your chair's the dirty chair.
Your
today.
chair's a dirty chair
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Because then we're also acknowledging that what we said was maybe inappropriate.
It was inappropriate.
And we're
Sorry about
naughty
it.
corner.
Yeah.
Putting him in the meditation corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that with my kids. I'm going to do meditation corner instead of naughty corner.
Okay.
So that when they're naughty or overwhelmed,
Yes.
they'll learn breathing exercises instead of being
Nice.
punished.
Nice. Good. I saw you know that show Super Nannies. I didn't used to watch it, but every once in a while you'd catch. I don't know what, like, it's hard to think back to the time before the internet and you just would watch TV and it would just
Every Tuesday.
because sometimes it would just you'd catch an episode of something that you'd never chosen to watch.
Never.
You know.
Never.
So I watched the Super Nanny. You ever watched Super Nanny?
I've seen it.
And her thing was, and I thought, I imagine this works, but she seemed to know what she was doing.
Yeah.
You can never really tell with those TV shows. Obviously, it's
Can
in
you?
their
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go,
of course.
She knows everything.
She knows everything.
But she would say, like, for every year of the child's life,
Yeah.
that's a minute on the naughty step, or kind of like what she'd do is like isolate them in a room so they can calm down.
See, I don't agree with
thing.
that.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
I think you should just love harder. Now, I'm not a mom.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. We don't know. It's
We
such
don't
an
know
abstract
shit.
thing. It's easy to go.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm
know.
going to get them to do breathing exercises. But you're like, yeah, if you're stressed out and you've got another
Yeah.
kid hanging off your tit, you're not going to be like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I think
I'll
you have
probably
to
end up beating
accept.
my
You have to
kids.
accept that you Irish carry on.
Irish carry on.
I know it's like
Dirty
no,
chin.
I am.
No, I'm
going
gonna
to
beat the
them. I'm
shit
gonna
out of them.
The dirty share
goes to Kyla.
shifted. Yeah. No, but I think if you have a kid, you know, it must be. You know, you don't know until it happens. But I think what I would think is you have to accept that you're going to fuck them up in some way. You can try.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're too soft on them, they're going to be, you know, if you're too hard on them.
Saying that, there's a man that I watch on Instagram, so that's not real.
Again, same with Super Nanny.
Yeah.
You know? It's in his interest to present himself
as like... Well,
no,
he's not a TV person, though. He's an actual, like, therapist, or like he's got like a PhD in like child psychology or whatever, Gaber or something.
Okay.
You ever see him? You definitely have seen his grey hair, has a very kind of like deep voice.
Okay.
And he says studies, like he's old, like, and he said that all the studies done with new mothers and the mothers that like dote on their kids, like with I'm doing 66 and 89s.
What's that? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What are these air quotes?
Yeah, air quotes. Yeah.
66 and 99.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know if that's
because
like they say in Italian,
it's like a
So this child psychologist said if you do 69,
if you do a 69 with your kid, you'll go to prison. Yeah, sorry, that was bad.
That all, sorry, I'm sick. That all the studies shown, and there was like loads, like hundreds of studies shown, the children that were doted on the most, like exceeded the most. Like, were the most successful.
Oh, really?
That, like, you can't love your kid too much, basically.
Okay. That's terrible news.
Yeah, very bad. Because, like, that's why I'm saying I think we're the last generation where
but
it's like...
what I would say as a caveat to that, is it not the case, right, here's my understanding of it, is if you have a childhood that's too idyllic, it's very difficult for you to then form relationships with people as an adult.
Yeah.
Because you have an unrealistic expectation. Because all your needs are met without you having to...
Or... you give that out to the world and attract that back in so you don't suffer. So like, you know what I mean?
It depends what you mean by doting, because I think...
just like not like isolating, not hitting, not shouting, like being sympathetic. So like if your child is like crying, like your face expressions are going to mirror that, and like you're validating their feelings.
So I was a teacher for 8 years, primary school teacher, so quite young kids. And I think what I noticed, I kind of agree with that. The kids that were well looked after seemed happiest.
Yeah, just loved.
Yeah, they were loved. But also... love doesn't just mean giving them what they want. And now what I would say is that the spoiled kids were bad. Like they weren't happy either.
Oh, but I totally agree with that.
And they found it difficult to so it depends what you mean by the word doting. I think.
Doting for me is just like validating. So like if you're crying, it's not like, oh, shut up, will you stop?
Yeah.
You know, or like if you're
the kids that were cared for the most, I thought like they wouldn't have needed, especially by the age of like 8 or 9, they don't need their mum and dad all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they've got to a point where like
they've learned, like developed like coping mechanisms or like,
and yet they seem to have quite a healthy relationship with their
I just think we come from a generation where it's like you be told to shut up almost, you know, like if you were like crying or you're like, my dad had an awful thing of calling me a drama queen, or you're a drama queen, or you're being dramatic, and then I would like, I grew up until my mid-20s like squashing myself, like lowering myself because I didn't want to come across dramatic, whereas like it'd be very valid. And also maybe like if I'm going to cry or something. Well,
you are. I mean, technically now you're doing stand-up. You're on stage. You are actually a drama queen.
Yeah.
Like
king.
So you were. He was correct.
He was correct, but he said it in a really mean way. In a very mean way.
Yeah, he should have said, "You're a drama queen. That's great. Let's get you to the stage school or whatever."
Yeah, exactly. You know? Whereas he was like, "No, you're too big to do gymnastics.
Like, calm down.
You're a drama queen."
Yeah.
Never calm down. Oh. But that would have really, and not even in moments of like theatrical animation, but like moments where I genuinely
So I was trying to make a joke, and
funny,
it felt like it didn't really
hit
go
the
down
ground
very
there,
well because you were opening up and being
vulnerable. Your own ass there, didn't you? Yeah, thanks for that.
It felt
Andy.
mean, actually.
Yeah, it did feel mean. It felt a bit mean. Should we play a song, Andy?
Yeah, let's play a song.
We play a song
Your
my
choice
dad likes
to make up for it.
I don't know whether.
Do you want one of these ones or?
Do you know a song that I love at the moment?
You can choose any now. It doesn't matter about
because you feel bad.
Right. Yeah.
If I Got It, Your Love Brought It. I'm going to tell you the name of the artist. It's Aaron Fraser, I think.
Is it 2 A's? Aaron. Have you seen that sketch, Key and Peele? Aaron.
Yeah, I did. It's so funny.
It's like, if one of you says a stupid ass name.
Oh yeah. So good.
Aaron
Fraser. If I Got It, and then in brackets, Your Love Bought It.
Aaron.
It's my jam,
Fraser.
Bro. My sister just texted me a photo of her dog. Look.
Aaron Fraser. And the background's nice. Is that in Ireland?
Yeah, Trina lives in
lovely.
Oh my God, she's
just beautiful. So green.
So green.
I miss that sometimes.
If I Got It.
I can't find this Aaron Fraser. So what's the song called?
If I Got It, and then in brackets, Your Love Bought It. I'm going to show you.
If I Got It. Let's have a look. If I got it, you'll have bought it.
There it is. I can see it already.
Fraser. Got it. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. This is
if
my
I got it,
hyperfixation
by Aaron Fraser. Let's go.
I'm loving this song right now.
That was If I Got It, Your Love Bought It by Aaron Fraser.
Yeah,
Welcome back to the Dirty Chair with Kyla Cobbler and Andy Casper.
Yes. Do you love that song?
I liked it a lot, actually.
Isn't it such a little cheeky banger?
It's really good, yeah.
Cheeky banger.
It's a cheeky banger.
I absolutely love it. When I go running, I'm like, oh shit, the sun is shining.
That's a nice one. So when I go, if I go running, normally when I listen to music, I like to. It's changed. I think now I've gone through phases. I used to listen to like quite upbeat like punk music.
Yeah.
The Distillers. You ever listen to Distillers?
Yeah, absolutely.
They
Very
say
cool.
This is the city, the city of angels. All I see is mountains. You know that song? I fucking love that. The Distillers great. I used to do that, and then now maybe I haven't been running, like I've had a knee problem for a long time. So when I go running now, it's for like 10 minutes. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
But I used to then start listening to like more electronic music.
I really go through. I have playlists that I make that are usually about an hour long, and I'll just listen to. I won't time my run because I ran for years.
Yeah.
And I'll just listen to the playlist. But like I'll go from, because I like imagine myself in the music video.
Were you like long distance runner?
I was a cross country runner.
Cross country runner. I would have loved to have done it. I'm too short. I would never been good at it. But like the idea of running across country. No, but like just out in the green countryside.
And it was like cowshed, and like you'd get the bus down and down.
Were you any good? Did you run for the county?
I was good.
Did you run for county?
Yeah, I was good. I was really
How
good.
is it in Ireland? You have county. Do you have county level? In England, it's the same. It's like county, and then
you got your club, which is in the county, and then if you get to the county final, and then the.
So did you run for your county?
Yeah, I ran for Cork for the Munster finals.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I think I got to the All-Ireland finals as well. It was me and Emma O'Neill. Emma O'Neill was like a real like cross-country runner, like real long legs, really thin.
But you have the same like.
Yeah, I've got an athletic build. Yeah. And me and Emma, my problem was that I was just never competitive. Like I loved getting the bus, I loved making the sandwiches, I loved being down there, but I never gave a fuck about winning. Like I was so in my whole life, I've never been competitive.
Yeah.
To my detriment.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No? To your credit. Right?
I don't. I mean,
depends.
Yeah, I don't want to be a cross country runner. I just don't care about being the best. Like I just don't. I just love doing stuff, everyone together.
Yeah, sure.
I love partaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I actually really, I think because my mum and dad are really competitive, it was like annoying.
Right.
It's annoying when someone's
I think I maybe had a similar thing with my older brother. Was like, I don't know if I guess he was quite competitive. He was playing football all the time, like go like, but playing really high level.
Yeah.
Like played rugby really high level.
Yeah.
Like, well, not really high level, but
like higher than norm.
Was involved in just doing lots of sports like tennis. Was really good at all that
always
stuff.
trying to excel.
Was just and then he went to Oxford University, blah, blah, all this stuff. And I just
did he go to Oxford?
Yeah, I couldn't compete with that.
You don't need to.
I know, but like I think again, I've always found it difficult to compete, and when the going gets tough, sometimes I buckle.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm more like I'm just gonna do my best.
Yeah.
Very much my vibe.
I think I don't know.
Like I feel like that's your vibe. Now it's definitely your vibe.
Think it's
now you're like, fuck it, let's just do it and see.
Yeah. I think therapy's helped, but a lot of just kind of that kind of attitude where you're like, well, I'm not going to be the best, so I'll just give up. Like, you know that thing where it's like,
I get it. I get like imposter syndrome.
This is hard. Yeah. It's imposter syndrome, so just give up. If you give up, if you don't risk anything, you don't lose anything.
He who risks wins.
Yeah. Was that from? Did you guys in Ireland? Did you get Only Fools and Horses? You ever watch that?
Yeah.
That's like He Who Dares Wins, Rodney.
That's not from. That wasn't from that. I think that's like Shakespearean.
No, I know, but I think probably he's quoting that in some way.
Yeah, for sure. Rodney. Right, Andy, we only have 5 minutes.
Right, so I'm going to play my last track.
So this will probably be the last track of the night.
Right, so I want to...
What time you're listening at, the audience?
So I want to share a track with you.
I guess they're listeners, not audience now, because we're not on stage.
Yeah, exactly. Well, whatever they are. Whatever you
are.
You
little cheeky monkey.
Bitches you
what
are.
What you do? You say bitches?
Yeah, you
call them bitches.
Okay, sorry.
They could end up paying our Patreon.
They're not gonna.
You never know.
Well, maybe we'll see.
You never know.
But it's not about being competitive. Is that competitive?
No.
Is it?
No.
But like to be like
positive thinking.
Okay, good. Because I don't really know. But then the thing is with me is like I don't know necessarily where I want this to go. I just want to do it. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know? Doesn't matter if there's no Patreon.
Totally not. But at the same time, let's not call them bitches just in case it is.
Bitches. All right. So wait, no, this track, right? So this is like a dance track. During the lockdown.
Are we ending on this now?
We'll come back at the end and say
goodbye. Okay. This better not be a 6-minute long dance track. You're dead because I've got to go back to work.
7 minutes. We'll cut it short.
You fucking cunt.
Okay.
I knew it as well.
Right. So during the pandemic, I started doing dancing in my room when we were proper lockdown. I would just dance in my room for like hours.
Amazing.
And this is one of the tracks I came across. I just was going through music.
We need to save all these songs as well on a playlist and make a Spotify playlist. This is a good idea too.
Yeah.
And make an Andy Casper and Kyla Cobbler, the Dirty Chair radio show music playlist.
So the artist is Big Miz. They're from Glasgow.
Big Miz.
Big Miz, Biagmiz. The track is called Our House. It's got a great bit and it goes, do the wiggly worm. Fucking sick. It's fucking sick. You're going to love it.
I'm the game for
Our House. Here we go. Okay, guys, we've run out of time. We can't play the rest of the track. There's another 3 minutes of that excellent track.
It's
this is kind
such a banger.
This is terrible radioing, but it's our first
banger.
time.
Yeah, and we didn't expect it to be this fun, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
very cool. It reminded me it reminded me of loads of different songs.
Right. Yeah.
You know the song.
Yeah.
Your house is no. You know what is what, but you don't know what is what. We just strut. What the fuck? Do you hear that song?
Oh, maybe.
I think it might be
rings
Fat
a
Boy
bell, but
okay.
Yeah,
we know what is what.
But that song's really cool. I love the bit where it comes in and it's like this is that little house.
Yeah.
This is that little house. And that little
very cool. I can't believe you've never taken E. Oh my god,
I have.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Ah.
That's why I like this music.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, unbelievable. Like, you're never taking drugs, you like this shit. Because like this, I was just like, let's pop a pill, buddy.
Yeah, well, I haven't done that in ages.
I haven't done it in years.
I might do it this weekend.
Why?
There's too many DJs are playing.
No way.
Sao Apollo.
Shut up.
Yeah, you should go. I mean, and if you go, I'll meet you there. But it's a friend's birthday, so I can't invite anybody because I'm kind of like being invited.
Yeah.
But if you go, obviously, then
I might just pop a pill and come.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be there. Yeah.
Too many DJs are mint as well.
I don't even know them that much.
You don't know? You like them? They're super.
Belgian.
Yeah, they're fucking
one of Lynn's
sick.
friends. So.
Oh.
No, she's not friends with them. No.
Oh, right.
Anyway.
All right, I gotta go back to my real job.
Well, this has been the end of the first ever episode of The Dirty Chair with Andy Casper and Kyla Cobbler. It's been a tremendous success, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been really fun. Well, in terms of, did we enjoy it? Yeah,
and that's all that we want to do is that us have fun and hopefully you guys feel it at home.
Yes. So, good.
You know what is what, but we don't know what is what. We just
Good night.
What the fuck?
Bye.
Bye.